Ice TV. Today, we'll be taking a look at the 1990s Fighter of the Decade and former Olympic silver medalist Roy Jones Jr.
Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked, can't be shook. We hot. When will you niggas move? Can't get caught, can't
Jones Jr. turned pro on May 6, 1989, just a few months after his Olympic efforts. He faced off with Ricky Randall at the Civic Center in Pensacola, Florida. April 3, 1992. Roy had already racked up 16 wins, all by way of knockout, and was ready to square off with Art Serrano in Reno, Nevada.
Obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, let's get to him.
Or was it Fenway Park? And he lost on a 3-2 decision of the Olympic award.
Roy started fast, and after just a few seconds, it was apparent that Serrano would be lucky to make it to round 2. And that's when Roy landed the punch that would later be remembered as the exorcism of Serrano.
He says, I don't have to become nothing, I already am his father.
Oh, my. Big right hand by Roy Jones. That will finish it. Just forget about it. Art Serrano got hit with an overhand right. It's the lead right. No, it's a small jab as a rangefinder went in before it. And Art Serrano, who told me today, he thought he was scoring the knockout.
May 22, 1993. Roy faced off with Bernard Hopkins for the vacant IBF middleweight title at the RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. Both men had built up impressive winning streaks, Jones being undefeated in his 21 bouts, and Hopkins on a 22-fight win streak since a loss in his pro debut.
Unless we touch him. Touch him up, guys. Come on. God bless. Let's run.
Trying to become Philadelphia's first middleweight champion ever. Would you believe it? He's gaining confidence, but maybe he loses some after that right hand by Jones. Hopkins is one. Spent 4 years in prison doing hard time for a chain snatching.
Good combinations by Roy Jones. Right hand, left hook, and there's another left hook, right hand.
Right hand landed inside for Jones.
Again, an unorthodox punch, Jim. I mean, these are combinations I've never seen before.
After a closely contested fight, the decision was left to the judges at ringside.
To 112 for the winner by unanimous decision, and now the IBF middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
November 18th, 1994. Roy faced off with rising star James Toney at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. The fight was being built up as the best middleweight fight of the 90s, with Jones being undefeated in his 26 fights and Toney undefeated in his first 46 bouts. Someone's O had to go.
There's a quick right hand by Jones, and it looked okay there. Couple of body shots by Jones.
He's not protecting his chin. He got it up there, though.
Tony hasn't found many openings.
And there was the quickness of Jones again. He made Tony miss and nailed him with 2 of those unorthodox punches. They come from all angles.
Roy started off better, throwing fast combinations and leaping left hooks in the opening rounds. And then, in round 3, he scored the first and only knockdown in the fight.
Showboating by Jones. You tempt fate, I think. Left hook, and down goes Tony.
You know, his seat never hit the canvas.
But they're going to call it a knockdown anyway.
Being completely outsped in this fight so far.
Jones looks fast against everybody, but he certainly looked faster against Tony than some might have suspected.
Roy continued to dominate the fight, landing unorthodox punches from angles so unusual and unprecedented that even a defensive master like James Toney could do nothing about it. September 30th, 1995. Jones defended his IBF crown against rugged tough man Tony Thornton in his hometown of Pensacola, Florida.
Protect yourself at all times. Shake hands. Come out boxing at the bell.
Hard left hook by Jones. Thornton
protecting himself as Roy tries to come with another left hook. Now Roy getting fancy as he polo punches with the right hand.
Roy was having a punch-perfect performance in the first 2 rounds, and just on the bell, he landed a leaping left hook.
It was before the bell. It was before the bell. Orton gets up easily. Can't punch back.
Come on, Tony, gotta fire. Gotta fire, Tony. Gotta fire. That's it. That's it, that's it.
That'll do it. Utterly destroying an opponent who had never previously been knocked out in a 44-fight professional career.
And that looked like about a 44-punch combination.
October 4th, 1996. Jones faced 16-0 unbeaten prospect Bryant Brannon in Madison Square Gardens, and Brannon made his intentions known as soon as the first bell rang.
See the muscles bulging as he races across the ring and launches a wild right to the body, and Roy Jones stands in a peekaboo as Bryant Brannon throws about 8 winged punches in a row.
Although Brannon started explosively, it was clear that it had little effect on Jones, who simply sucked it up and then unleashed his own punches.
Here we go. And again, Brannon having trouble for the moment, staying on his feet, lifted, watching closely. Jones blinding Brannon with his overwhelming hand speed. They were so psyched for the possibility of Bryant putting up a big fight against Roy Jones. And their man is...
Jones felt Brannon had taken enough punishment and that the ref should have stopped the fight, but Jones was told to continue, and so he did.
And then Jones says, look, you want more? Okay. A convincing case.
Oh, I'm with you.
November 22nd, 1996. Just 1 month after his KO over Bryant Brannon, Jones decided it was time to move up from super middleweight to light heavyweight, and he challenged the 3-weight world champion and respected 175-pounder Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum for the WBC interim title.
Down when he jabs. This boy can make you pay. Roy Jones can make you pay for dropping your hand.
As he just did there with a counter right over the top of McCallum's jab. Certainly McCallum is following his fight plan. Roy Jones lands a right cross. McCallum takes it pretty well.
Jones looked just as sharp and fast as he did at his previous weight and won a complete shutout on the judges' scorecards in a 12-round unanimous decision. March 21st, 1997. Jones faced undefeated WBC light heavyweight champion Montel Griffin at the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Despite Roy scoring a knockdown in round 7, the judges rightfully had the fight even on the scorecards, and in round 9, Jones would lose his first fight in 35 due to what appeared to be an act of desperation or perhaps just a mistake in the moment.
Big right hand. And Griffin is hurt. No question about it. Griffin is hurt.
Jones looking to finish. Griffin wobbling a little bit. Jones comes in and lands the right hand lead again. And a couple of left hooks. And Griffin's knee goes down. And Jones lands 2 punches after Griffin's knee was on the canvas. And now Griffin slumps forward. And Tony Perez starts the count.
We are being told that Roy Jones...
Today, 6 months to the day, you've been out of prison, my man.
You know you're at rock bottom when you're...
is going to be disqualified and will lose his title.
And Tony Perez starts the count.
We are being told that Roy Jones is going to be disqualified and will lose his title.
The Jersey State Commissioner,
I don't think
Larry
they have any other
Hazzard, is
choice.
intervening.
They have no choice. Can they overrule the referee?
August 7th, 1997. Jones got his rematch against Montel Griffin and would silence critics as he scored a first-round knockout to win the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship.
Defensive with 50 seconds to go in round number 1. Huge round for Roy Jones so far.
Roy Jones is playing the fainting game, and Griffin is benefiting by it. Oh, what a left hook. What a left hook.
Second knockdown of the round.
That was a leaping left hook, and Griffin may not survive it.
He's got trouble. And that's that. Jones gets his vindication via a first round knockout.
April 25, 1998. Jones faced arguably the greatest light heavyweight from the previous 10 years, Virgil Hill, who had made 22 title defenses at 175 pounds. The opening rounds were tentative, but Jones appeared to be getting the better of his man, and then in round 4, Jones would land a body shot that is still regarded today as one of the most brutal punches ever landed, breaking multiple ribs.
Winning the fight, just Virgil's making it difficult for him.
So that is a big shot by Jones, and a terrific shot. Hill may not be able to get up. He's acting as if he broke a rib. What a titanic shot by Roy Jones Jr. And that's it.
One shot to the ribs. Mike, look at him. He's still slumping down. What a shot.
What a bomb by Roy Jones. And a guy that has not put fighters away with the right hand or with the one punch. You've seen the left hand all the way. And that is a new way for Roy Jones to end a fight. And that is just dynamic.
That's you learn something every time you see this man get in the ring. You wonder how his punches would do to the chins of heavyweight. That punch drops anybody in any division.
March 1st, 2003. Jones would make the leap from light heavy all the way up to heavyweight, taking on WBA world champion John Ruiz, who had won his title from the great Evander Holyfield just a year prior.
He's the best fighter in the world today, and he makes it look easy. But he's never been hit by a heavyweight. So when Roy Jones Jr. steps up to the ultimate division, when he takes on heavyweight champ John Ruiz, he better be ready, or he's gonna learn they don't call him heavyweights for nothing.
I tell you to break, I want you to break. Step back. Let's go to work.
Right hand over the top by Jones. Already Jay Nady has been very active.
When you can see Jones have that much time and nothing.
Solid left hook. And Ruiz comes back with his own left hook and lands the first big right hand. And Jones lands the left in return. And they're fighting in the center of the ring.
Despite Jones suffering a 33-pound weight disadvantage, he had little problem in the fight and won a 12-round unanimous decision.
Mr. Dulu sees the bout 118 to 110. All three in favor of the winner. Joining boxing's elite, the new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
He taught, because we can see here already his punches are crisp, short, tight. How much was natural? How much was taught in Catskill?
You know, Brian, that's a great question, because the story I just told when I saw him the first time and he got the bloody nose, I remember I thought back afterwards and I said, gee, 2-3 years went by, he never got another bloody nose. So he wasn't a natural. If he was a natural, he never would have got a bloody nose. He wouldn't have got hit with those punches. I remember all the people.
Even Robert Redford.
April 10th, 1985, Trent Singleton. Now, don't blink. This is going to be fast. I think like a three-punch combination here, Teddy. Blinding speed, body, head. I mean, it's incredible to watch these early tapes. No matter what.
He 12 years old that was strong as hell, but he had quick hands. You could see that, but he was raw, and he didn't have the technique. He didn't couple up with the technique. And without the technique, and I'm not in any way trying to, but he had, and with what he didn't have, with the flaws that would show themselves later on, I don't think with all that power he would have been world champion. The technique that he learned to use that ability was very, very...
This is a much slower and much more measured Mike Tyson in Albany tonight. Good right hand, helping down. You behind the camera didn't. Mandatory 8 early in the fourth. Can Tyson finish this? I think so. I think so. That's enough. Now that last right hander, that was questionable. We've already seen in his brief pro career hits like a steam hammer, as Ricardo Spain has already found out. Boy, that was quick. Boy, that was fast. Boy, that was... The eyes of the giveaway. Oh, left, the legs have gone. This is all over. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. That's well inside him.
That's kind of odd. Now there's the right. Oh, good countering right hand, and that stunned all.
Dan Halpin, I guess, is the only man, and this one may not go much longer as a crushing right hand sends Alderson down. He's got second round here. Alderson down in this round. May survive as he goes down again at the bell. He's got to get up. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round with
They're really very low, and Tyson, you have to like how poised he is right here. He is picking his shots well. He is hurting.
This one could be over. It is. Joe Cortez stops it.
Perfect timing by Joe Cortez. That was right.
In 2 years. I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes. The left hook. Just buried him, dug him in the ribs, and sent him right to the canvas.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it all there.
The right to the head, and it's all over. Goodbye.
I hope he's not.
$19 years of age. Long is 27.
Oh, wow. Well,
here comes Tyson. Left hand again.
Well, he nearly sent Long out of the ring with that left hook.
Tyson. Oh, Long is down. Second time. Another strong right hand barrage again.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit. That's it. Wow.
The left hand puts him down. He collapses, and this one is over as the doctor's right.
KingA.B, well, a good 6'3". Left hook, good night. What a great shot. There's a mandatory 8. Ten wins, 7 inside round 1. Did I say 7? Make that 8, perhaps, in... I just kind of doubt it. There's only so much punishment anybody can take. That is the limit of Sterling Benjamin's endurance. The referee was just about to step in anyway.
Amato, of course. Right hand by Tyson. Oh, my. Great future. If they can find some fights, then... That left hand almost drove Richardson right through.
Nelson, who was in deep trouble, is in deeper trouble as the left hook, which is fast becoming a Tyson trademark, sends him down.
Tyson does not throw wild punches, Sam. That's
big left hook. And there is Sam down.
3, 4.
The count is 5
for the rest of the 6.
The count is 7. This one's over.
9.
This one is over. A low right from Young. Goes Mark Young. A breeze. That's it. A little phantom. He's gone. It's over. First.
Human whirlwind like he's having to face in Albany tonight. And he's clipped with the right hand. Lucky he was going back. Wasn't then. Left hand. How many times have we seen that? How many? This is Tyson's 16th fight of the previous 15, 11 inside a round, and this is going to be another one. And this is against a good opponent. No disrespect. Taken 2 counts. 3. It's all over. He could have stopped that before.
Steps forward. Let's go with a couple of lefts. Now a right, a left. He's got him down. Mike Tyson sends Mike Jamison to the mat here in round number.
Jamison is doing at this point what I think he should have been doing from the first go. He just took a right hand to the top of the head.
Down to one knee. Jamison. Joe Cortez, the referee, with a count, and Jamison suffering his...
Moment to the southpaw stance and tries to rock 2 right hooks off Tyson's head. With about 10 seconds to go. And there is a solid shot. Sadowski stayed up after that one. I don't know. Doesn't look like he'll beat the count. The count is 8, 9, 10, and this one's over.
Barry, the ref, separates them. Good right uppercut, and once again the legs twitch. Hosea in trouble, and down. The crowd, as you would expect for the local boy, this is upstate New York. Tyson from practically round the corner in the Catskills.
On full time. He's also taking criminal law courses at Oklahoma State. Right now he backs off from a sharp right uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right hand to the body and the chin. Down goes Lorenzo Boyd. The count is 5. The count is 6. The count is 8. He will not get up. It's over.
Sam.
Very, very quickly. Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Razor is down. Joe Cortez moves in to have a look, and he's going to stop the fight. It did not last 20 seconds.
Oh, what a left hook. Just separated himself from his senses there. Well, the talking came to nothing, and that's it. The referee should be in there now, as far as I'm concerned, because it's all over by the shouting. The right hand, there's no need for him to take this, and he stopped it as he hit the floor, and it should have been earlier. What a tremendous performance.
WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Trevor Berbick and Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he's got Trevor in trouble, and he's down. He'll have to take the standing 8 count as he stabs Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a light left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back into the ropes. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It'll be scored.
Oh, he got the job done there. I think he must have heard you there, Jim. What a peach of a left hook that was. And he's going to do it in the 6th because he's only midway through. And this is the way he finishes him off now. The master of the finishing stuff. What a fighter. Absolute ferocious. And what a game man. He took every punch in the book there, Pinkland Thomas. He is not going to make this in the 6th round.
and your heart goes out with him, the embarrassment. Arm occasionally, that must hurt. Oh, what a jab that one. That's the way to break up the opposition's concentration, and he did it there. And as he hit him with that punch, I think his eyes went into separate orbits there, and he's allowing it to go on. The referee, how long? He won't let him off the hook now, so come on, referee, you can dive in when you like now. And he's waved it all over, that's it. Glad to see that in the 7th.
What a punch that was. Oh, he's gone again, and the legs absolutely collapsed underneath him. So, Larry Holmes then absolutely flattened him.
I couldn't tell whether the punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over. Odell Hadley has jumped in the ring. The fight is over.
Nothing really heavy landing yet, but he's taking them. The uppercut. Body shot. Down goes. Mike Spinks for the first time. The count is up to 4. Here comes Mike Spinks in. He leads to the right hand. Down he goes. I don't think he'll get up from this. Mike Spinks is laying flat on his back. The count is up to 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. He won't be able to do it. It's all over. Mike Tyson.
Hasn't done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan with it.
Oh, what a left hook. Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked cold in the first round. Is he going to count him out or let him go on? He's done well to get up. No, he's stopped.
It's 10 off on Tillman. Tillman giving him time to set up and just throw bombs.
And a right hand sends Tillman down. The count is 4. The count is 6.
Over. It's over.
Tillman will not get up. It's a first round knockout for Mike Tyson.
Occupied. If he stops throwing, he'll be dead. Tyson lands a right and another. This could be quick.
I was afraid of it. It's still upright.
That was a flush right hand.
Just land something or else it's just a question of a few seconds.
That'll do it.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They're forgetting that the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. This fight is over.
Protect yourself at all times. I expect a tough, clean fight. Any questions from McNeely's corner? Any questions from Mr. Tyson's corner? Let's get it on.
Mills Lane said stop that nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut. Down goes McNeely again.
McNeely's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand up. This fight has got about that.
Here again by ducking. Yeah, trying to get the angle is Tyson. You use that right-footed pivot, swing around on your opponent's side, and then crack.
Mathis. See, he stepped back and did it again. Stepped off and around and ripped that uppercut to where Mathis was ducking right into it.
9, 10. He didn't beat the count.
as soon as they break loose, Tyson looks for the attack with a big right hand. Again, Bruno momentarily turns up with a caught by 3, 4, 5 punch combination. Right uppercut starting in. Bruno's in desperate trouble. It's going to be stopped. It's over. Bruno's lost his title, and Iron Mike is champion all over again. 6 years after.
Ut med venstre, Sting i venstre, skal han stoppe han, men så legger han seg ned. Eller ble han truffet? Jeg så ikke helt Ingmar. Hva har han blitt truffet av? Er han ute alt? Er han nede alt? Han er nede med alle andre. De har blitt livredd når de har møtt Mike Tyson i ringen. Vent, uken treffer, og Bruce Seldon legger seg ned. Og Bruce Seldon er ferdig, det kan jeg love deg. Han er ferdig, han er ute. Han kommer seg opp. 6. Han er redd. Han skiter i buksa, holdt jeg på å si. Han vil ikke mer. Han er borte.
Han er helt...
Looks like he's in slow motion. He can't get off 2 punches. I mean, that is a mark of a shot fighter when you can't get off punches.
Beautiful right hand. Down goes Botha. That's all it took. One shot. He may not get up. Botha stumbling around. 8, 9. Can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned.
One right hand. One right hand equals. Punch while they were talking.
Oh, it's right. Oh, and he hits him after the bell. And Morris goes down, and here we go again. Tyson hit Morris after the bell. And let's see what Steele says. He hit after the bell. There's 2 points.
Два Фрэнсиса в ринге и 1 Тайсон. Ну вот, что и требовалось доказать. И очень внимательно и собран, потому что Тайсон может опередить. Вот так, как сейчас. Встанет Фрэнсис? Вот был тогда вопрос. 3-й раз на полу. Похоже, что это будет продолжаться бесконечно. Увы, чудо не случилось. Тактику, которая будет неудобна для Тайсона. Вот и все. Представляете? Саварис не пришел в себя еще. Койл зевнул. Рефери. Тайсон.
To separate the two. Good instructions given by the ref in the early going. Mike gets it with the right hand.